Right, hi everyone, JazzaDrumma here. What I'm going to be doing today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be creating a different type of camouflage for one of my airsoft guns. The airsoft gun in question is this. The Heckler & Koch G36C. First of all, I need to clear some leg space. That's better. Right, so I've been thinking about what camouflage is to do, and I've been at a complete loss, right? So I asked my friend Scopeey from JJandScopeey what camouflage he would recommend, and he sent me this YouTube video, Jebline I think, and his favourite camouflage on that was to do something called Raven. So that's what I'm going to do now. I need to quickly shut the door first. Yeah. I've already mixed up the paint, and if you're wondering what Raven it, so there's the paint. Looks blue, but it's actually really nice deep purple. So, alright, let's get started. The first thing I need to do, remove the magazine, because I don't want that getting lost. That goes over here. I think I'm going to start on the other side. First time I'm going to flick in the stock, so it has a grip, so it has a chance to fully dry. So, right, let's get started. Alright, so with this gun, what I'm going to do, and this is now official, the G36C is now my airsoft camouflage recreator gun, I think. Because Jebline has another Heckler & Koch gun for his, and he uses the same one, and that's a Heckler & Koch MP5 for his airsoft camouflages. So I'm going to use a Heckler & Koch G36C, because it's possibly my least accurate rifle. It's terrible in any respect, and I'm not going to sell it. This is now officially my custom camouflage thing. So it looks quite black on here, but when it's finished you'll see it's actually not. They're on good and thick. It's going to take a couple of coats, I think, but once it's dried, should be ready for usage. It's not going to be used at all, really. It's just for display, for display purposes. That's why I paint my stuff. My little sister, Black Diamond 899, is a big fan of customization. I think she got that off me, so that's one good thing. So if I remain silent for a little while, it's because I'm concentrating. What else is there to talk about? To be honest, I can't really think of anything else to say, and that's really crap. Usually, knowing me, I've got never-ending list of crap to spill to you all the time, as you've probably seen from the JJandScopeey videos. All the crap comes from me; it never comes from Scopeey. Because Scopeey actually knows what the hell he's doing. I'm just a +1, as it were. Also, just a little shout out as well. Just BB guns. This is where I got Just BB guns is where I got this from. What I would advise you do is if you're into starter weapons, buy them from Just BB Guns. If you're into pro weapons as well, Just BB Guns do have a very limited range, but they're not that bad. They do have a Heckler & Koch. So I'm just going to flip that upside down, and I'm going to have to hold that in place for a little while I do the other underside. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. They do have a a fair range of professional airsoft stuff, but I wouldn't recommend using them all the time. I'm not putting them down. They are a good website, I will say that. But some of the guns just have quite a small life expectancy. Because I had a Thompson, which I bought off Just BB Guns. You saw that. And I'm gonna lead this a little bit, just like that. Yeah, if you get some airsoft stuff from Just BB Guns, if you finished with it, you can just, because my AK-47 came from Just BB Guns, and the spring's really badly worn down, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to replace it or not. So what I've done, I've camouflaged it, and it's basically now only for display purposes. So yeah. Most people say if you're camouflaging an airsoft gun, never ever use a paint and paintbrush because it will make it look quite bad. That is true in some respects, but if you're like me and you don't like using like spray-on paints and airbrushes and stuff, then just stick to what you know. I'm not trying to insult anyone who uses spray paints like Jebline, for example. Jebline does awesome camouflages, but it does tend to make a bit of a mess. I prefer to use paints rather than spray cans, because it makes a lot less mess. True, it takes a little while longer to prepare all your stuff for it, but once it's all done and dusted, then it looks okay. So I'm hopefully going to try and get all of this done tonight. It's going to be a few videos on this, showing you the various bits and bobs on how it's going. 7 minutes, that's good. I think I'll stop at about 10 minutes. I'll stop at about 9 minutes, I think. So if I put down the gun suddenly and turn the camera off, yeah, I'm gonna try and spend as long time as this. So I'm doing. So far, done one side. Yeah, one half basically, and the underside. So I think I'm going to have to leave the side rail. Oh no, sorry. So I think I'm going to have to leave the other side for another time, because I need to wait for this one to dry. So yeah. And once again, I'm sorry for the lag and crappy quality, but it's just a painting video, nothing too serious this time. I think this is going pretty well, actually. Hang on one second, let me just paint. Oh shit. Yeah, that is another thing. It does tend to make a little bit of a mess, but nothing that some water can't fix. Just gonna paint the front bit, the front part of the muzzle, front part of the upper and lower receiver. And then I think I'm going to have to leave the front and do the next part of the video, which I think will be the rail. Yeah, it will be the rail in the next video. So, yeah, so far, so good. Part 2 coming right up.